Hi guys, good morning. It's Danny for the Rock Phone company. They just sent us this new model. It's from a company called Hisense. It's a C20 model. It's a rush phone. It doesn't look like it's waterproof or shockproof, but it's IP67 certified. And what is interesting, it's also a 8-core CPU. So let's have a closer look. Today's iPhones are very popular, but the problem with the iPhone is if you want not to break it, you have to put a case on it. Sometimes you put hard case or just a soft silicone case like this one, but it's not very pretty anymore. So you have a nice phone with a very cheap silicone case like this one. The good thing about the Hisense C20 is that you don't need to have a case because it's already reinforced. So you have soft rubber on the top, soft rubber on the bottom, also on the side, and there is a steel frame to reinforce the phone, so it's quite rigid. It's also feature Gorilla Glass 4, so which is a very strong glass, of course more stronger than the version 3, and it has also a glass on the back. But before we go more into detail, let's review the box. So you receive the phone in this box, which is written all in Chinese, so it will not help us a lot. You get this power charger, 110 or 240 volt, and it's a 1.5 amps, and you receive, if you are in Europe, this adapter also. You got a cable to charge the phone. You got a small tool here to open the SIM drawer, and you got some literature, but all is in Chinese. Even the manual here is written in Chinese. And this sticker with the email code, which are in 86. Second comparison with a classical rush phone. So this one is a number one, and they are already very slim phone, but you can see that this C20 is even slimmer, more or less bulky. Okay, so on this side, so there is a Hisense inscription here, and this can be opened. And here it gives access to USB plug and to the SIM drawer. So let's open the drawer. So you have two micro SIM. You cannot expand memory, so you have two versions. One with 2 gig of RAM, one with 3 gig of RAM, and one with 16 gigabyte of ROM or 32 gigabyte. On the other side, you have here photo button. You just press here and it takes the photo, on off, and a volume button, plus and minus. On the top here, you have access to the audio jack, so you will have to be careful not to lose this small cap. So it's one of the bad points for me. On the back you have the loudspeaker, you have a 13 megapixel camera with a flash, and here you have a 5 megapixel camera. On the bottom here you have sensitive keys that vibrate also, and as you can see, they illuminate at night. So this is the interface. So you have here some widget. Here you have the Google Apps, and it's Android 5.11. So you have all the latest apps, including the Drive, including Hangout, Contact, Agenda. So you have the Play Store in order to install apps, games, a lot of free apps, free games. You can also install or buy movie, books, music. You have some tools, but first what I will do is to change the language so we could review it in English. So where is that? Okay, it's here. So you have a lot of languages. But we'll just put it in English here. Okay, so here you have some tools. Clock calculator, it's a real FM radio with a real tuner, you don't need 3G. And what is interesting, as it's an outdoor phone, is that you have a compass. My file. So this model is 16 gig of ROM and 2 gig of RAM, but you can have, as said before, the 3 and 32 gig of RAM. So it's an IPS wide angle screen, and even though it's just a HD screen, not a full HD, it's still a very good color. Okay, let's review the settings now. Okay, you have the dual cards, call settings. So it's, I don't know what it's charging something. Clean master, okay, it's making updates now. That's what, if you see some lags, that means it's now downloading some stuff. Wi-Fi, so the Wi-Fi is, the hotspot is on another floor, and you still have 2 bars of reception. It has Bluetooth, VPN, screencast, so to duplicate this screen on the TV screen. You can set up the phone for, action, double tab, how you want to answer the calls. You can have short, long pressure, sorry. Okay, display. Sound. You have two type of style for the interface. Quick start. You can have gesture, notification. So talking about the battery, It's I think 3.7 amps, so 3700 milliamps, and it lasts about 7 hours when you just let YouTube run. So the battery lasts quite a long time. And you have other settings here. You can change wallpapers, other wallpapers for the lock screen. So we are running now at 50%, 57% of brightness. Well, it has a lot of setup to play around. It has also a lot of apps. It has a firewall. Let's review the video to see the format that it does. So it doesn't do 4K, it doesn't do FLV, but it do AVI, NKV, MOV, MP4, and it registers video in MP4. Let's review just one MP4 video so you can see the quality and the sound. So sound is good. Let's review a video that we just took outside.
Voici ce que donne la qualité vidéo du Hisense C20. On est en fin d'après-midi avec un...
So it was late afternoon.
De début de printemps.
So it's not bad compared to the price of the phone. So music, let's see the interface and quality of the sound. So sound is okay. Email, you have additional tools here. You have even a Dolby tool. So you can set up the sound as you want. Google settings, Google News. Playbook. So now it's downloading the book from the internet. So it's a comic, this one. Clean Master, browser, security, share, etc. Wi-Fi, voice search, internet, of course. It's still making updates. So it's still downloading a lot of stuff. I don't know what it downloads, but as the phone is new, it's downloading a lot of stuff. So let's go on YouTube, for example. So internet is working fine, even though, as said, the hotspot is on another floor, so it's quite a good Wi-Fi. And we have installed few apps. So let's review first the Antutu Benchmark to see how fast is the phone. So it gives 31,000 points, and you can see the rating is 3D UX CPU RAM. So it gives you idea to compare to other phone, but for a rush phone it's quite a good score. It's quite rare to have waterproof phone with 8-core CPU. It's quite new. You don't have a lot on the market. And so what do we learn here? So it says it's 720 times 1280 for the resolution. So we have the 13 megapixel in front, IMEI 86, you have the RAM. So the CPU, you have the 8 cores, it's a 1.3 gigahertz. Adreno 405 for the GPU. They are made from Qualcomm. Density is correct, 320 dpi. 5 megapixel in front for the camera. So it doesn't have the NFC. It has a lot of sensors. What I will do now, I will put some photos that I took outside the blog, so you can see the quality of the photo and video. So as you can see, GPN results are good. It see a lot of satellite, and it's quite quick to get the signal. Wi-Fi analyzer. So it's 2 bands. It has 2.4 gigahertz and the 5 gigahertz, which is it's good. You always have a good Wi-Fi. Now I propose to clean the memory and play some games. So it's no problem for the phone. Okay. So no problem for Sniper Fury. Let's now review Real Racing 3. Okay, let's complete this race in Branch Hatch, in the UK. And we just bought a small Japanese car, Nissan Fuvia. So the definition is good. Sound is good, and it's quite fluid, as you can see. Okay, good. So we finished second, but the phone, so the C20 works pretty well. It doesn't have any flaws for the moment. So, as conclusion, what can I say? Okay, Hisense, they claim that the phone can take photos under the water, it can film also under the water. It should be true, but I would not risk to do it on this phone. I think it can work as it's new, but this small cap here might be lost in few months. This strap here is for now waterproof, but with the time, will it still be waterproof in 1 year, for example? I'm not so sure, but what I like is that it has protection all over the frame, so if it's full, it should be protected. Even though it looks like the glass is not protected, but actually, you see, there is 1 millimeter here, or a fraction of a millimeter, and the glass is not completely on the edge. Same for here. Here the camera is quite exposed, but same. There is it's not, the glass is not really on the edge. But regarding the look, what is really nice is you don't have to put a case on this one, so this is a good point. And the CPU is powerful enough. Photos are well also. GPS work fine. So I think for the price it's quite a good deal, and you don't have a lot of choice of rugged phone which are not looking as bulky as this one. This one is really nice for outdoor, when you are really outside. But if you are in the city and on the weekend you go outside, I think this is a quite good alternative. So thank you for Rugged Phone Co. to have sent us this phone to test. So I put the link here on the video, and see you soon for a new test.